Hey guys, so I don't typically just pop on and make videos like this anymore, but I wanted to talk about this Piper Rockelle documentary that's coming out because I just have a lot of opinions, especially after making all of these like video essays on it and talking about all of the allegations towards Piper's mom and stuff like that. I just have like a hunch and a sneaking suspicion, maybe like you could say some predictions about what's going to happen because of this Netflix documentary. And the one I'm talking about, if you're not familiar, is the bad influence, the dark side of kidfluencing that's coming out. And yeah, I just feel like I need to talk about it because, okay, I'm just seeing like a pattern of cases like this, and I just don't feel like this documentary is going to be doing absolutely any favors to Piper herself, and I feel like it's honestly going to be setting her up for some extreme failure, possibly as a human being, maybe some extreme capital success, but I'll get to that in a second, but for not a good trajectory. This, like, it's probably going to be like it's serving its purpose as a vessel for all of the victims of Piper's mom, Tiffany Smith, for them to be able to voice what happened to them and to have a platform to speak and to be able to possibly cause like a ricochet effect where these things are going to be continued to talk about in the media and in the public. So this is definitely going to stir up the pot in the media and like actual everyday news, not just YouTube videos and like commentary videos on YouTube and stuff. Like, this is actual major news at this point. And that might get some laws put into place or get things put into progress. But in terms of Piper herself, I'm sensing that this is going to deliver her a platform that is going to be like, was it Bad Baby, the Cash Me Outside girl that was on Dr. Phil? I just expect things to be going in that direction from this. And in my opinion, that is absolutely not the direction that Piper needs to be going in. And I don't think that that's best for like her mental health or anything like that. Maybe it's good for money, for career wise, if she wants to make a lot of money. That girl, Bad Baby, am I even saying the right name? I'm pretty sure she went on to call herself Bad Baby. Anyways, she's went on to also be an OF creator, like the day that she turned 18, I'm pretty sure. She made like millions of dollars from that. She's become super successful with her music, and she's like actually had music that people started to respect amongst the rap community and stuff like that. So I'm like, capitalizing, sure, I feel like Piper would be able to capitalize off of this, but I just see her heading down that extremely dark path where this is not going to be any kind of documentary that sets like a wake-up call for Tiffany and Piper. I feel like this is going to be them doubling down to the most extreme when it comes to Piper and what she pursues out of her career. And she's a super popular YouTuber and content creator. Like, I guess this entire like Gen Alpha or younger Gen Z is all aware of her and have probably grown up watching her. And so she has a huge influence already. But when I saw that this documentary was coming out, I didn't know a ton about Piper. I had seen her in the circles with the squad because of other former Dance Bombs cast members that worked with there. So that was the connection that I had. So that I even knew who this person was. But when I saw that this documentary was coming out, I didn't think that it was going to blow up into this giant, massive documentary. And how I've seen so many people talking about it online and in so many different platforms and so many different circles, and the views that people have towards this documentary, I think that this is not going to be something small. It's going to be like a giant documentary or docuseries. I think that this is going to be probably as talked about as like Quiet on Set and other documentaries like that. And I just feel like this is going to provide so many eyes and so much more viewership on Piper that they're going to capitalize and exploit off of as well. And I just see, especially with all of this information that's come forward and all of these victims that have already talked about how their experience was working with Tiffany and how they were exploited, and seeing how they haven't changed anything with Piper, and there was like this whole lawsuit and it was settled, I guess, and now Piper is working with the Bop House, like OF creators, when she's still a minor, and she wants, I guess allegedly wants to become a part of this creator house once she turns 18. So I'm seeing this documentary is not going to be any kind of wake-up call. These are the kind of people that have already decided what they're doing, I guess, with Tiffany. I'm hoping that maybe once Piper is an adult that she's able to make decisions for herself and doesn't continue down this path. But seeing how this turned out with like Bad Baby and other creators, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up going on Dr. Phil. They have a perfect Dr. Phil kind of story. I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany would be happy to just sign them up for Dr. Phil to get that extra exposure. Obviously, Dr. Phil videos are online. I don't think they're on TV anymore, but the videos that he posts still get a ton of viewership. And I definitely see their family as the kind of family that is going to capitalize off of this situation. They're not going to be like making a public apology. They already had their day in court. So I think that this documentary is definitely going to make a splash, but do I think that this is going to be some wholesome redemption for Piper's family? I don't think so at all. I think that unless there's any more charges going out towards Tiffany, that she's going to continue doubling down and she's going to continue directing Piper in the same direction towards exploiting herself to the absolute extremes. And if Piper's on the same page as that as an adult, I just do not think that this is going to turn out well for her. I think that she's going to be going on the exact same trajectory, and I would not be surprised to see her following in the footsteps of Bad Baby or Catch Me Outside Girl. So I don't know, fingers crossed. I hope that this is some kind of wake-up call for Tiffany and Piper. But I'm going to be watching this documentary when it comes out. I don't know about you. Let me know what you guys think, though, is going to be the result or the aftermath of this documentary, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.